Hey guys, welcome to the 7th Thursday round robin. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me just check OBS quickly. Yes, you should be able to hear me. I'm going to go into commentators talk so that you don't have to run the stream in the background to hear me when you're fighting. You guys know the drill by now. It's just a basic round robin tourney. Whoever gets the most wins wins the tourney. Keep in mind though, you only do get one round. It's 7 flags, so it's a fairly long round, but nonetheless, you gotta fight at your best the whole time. And I think that's the beauty sometimes of doing one round, at least in a format like this. I wouldn't do that in a single or double elimination. Anyway, I'm in commentators at the moment, so you can join. Everyone on Discord should have gotten a ping. Fantastic. All right. So Vinard's already in Steam with me. I know I do say here that I'm only going to use Parsec, but because Vinard can only really play on Steam, I'm going to accommodate him and use Steam for his fights. It will make things run a little bit more slowly, but it's not a big deal. These tourneys run very smoothly, as you're all aware by now, especially with the one round format. So let's get started. We got a few new people. We got some veterans. We got a good mix of players here. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. And we got 8 players, so that's the max turnout I allowed. So we got Vinard in Steam. We can start pretty much right away. I'm just gonna deal with the names. Hopefully Vinard is there. And let me just make sure. Yeah, Vinard's on the left actually. Uh, yes, the USFC supports this channel. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, good to see Vinard's in the chat. We're ready to go, Vinard. So yeah, let's have a good fight, man. You were doing pretty well actually in our spars, despite the issues we were facing. But we seem to have resolved them, so I'm not worried about this at all. Go ahead and take the left side, my friend. Uh, should be in Steam. Maybe there's a delay. We'll just give him a moment. And I take it there's no audio issues. If there are any audio issues, let me know. Alright, there might be a problem. Let me check in. No, nothing from Vinard. I guess Vinard's not here. Maybe I'll give him a ping. It's possible he's not really listening. Yeah, gave him a ping, so... Yeah, Maestro wishes Vinard good luck. Audio's fine. Yeah, I figured. That's what OBS is telling me, so... I think we're good. So, Vinard, you're on the left. Yeah, there you go. Alright. I'll play Laszlo. Curious who Vinard will pick. Vinard has not selected yet. Hopefully his controller is working. Let me check something quickly. Yeah, your controller is recognized, at least on my end. All good? Okay. You're just okay. Yeah, don't be afraid to ping me if you have a question, Vinard. Oh, yeah? I see. Yeah, so there's some beef between you two? That could be a good USFC grudge match right there. What do you guys in the chat think? Would you like to see that? A grudge match between Maestro and Vinard? That sounds amazing. Okay, Vinard going with Isabella. This will be interesting. Fight Vinard. Isabella is definitely a tough character. There's no doubt about it. And even in Vinard's hands, he's not an Isabella main, but you can't play around with him. Let's put it that way. He has defeated Isabella mains head to head before, so he definitely knows what he's doing with the character. Yeah, it's a good fight, man. You did not make that easy at all. And yeah, Maestro commented on the double thrust. Yeah, like basically, if Isabella stabs you at all, if the blade touches you, you're in so much trouble. And Vinard was trying to make good use of that, but thankfully I found some ways around. But yeah, and an interesting thing I found when I was sparring with Vinard too about the whole recovery issue is that if Isabella scrapes you or like touches your guard with a thrust, she somehow gets faster. So if she just does the combo in the air, she's not, at least not always quite as fast, if that makes sense. So if you do the combo in the air, it's not always as overpowered. But if she ever touches your blade or touches you, that's where the problems start. That's where she suddenly gets super speed. But anyway, That was not what decided the fight whatsoever. And even if it was, I'd say fair game. So good fight, Vinard. To be honest, Vinard was just playing really well too. That's really the biggest thing. He was countering a lot of my attacks. He was being patient. He was aggressive when he needed to be. Sometimes where he maybe got a bit impatient though. But he was doing a good job of sort of countering some of my motions. Also, really nice poleaxe work by Racer here. I just decided to check this out here while we wait. That poleaxe looks amazing. It's a bit short, but so is Yendrik's axe, so it's like, that makes total sense, right? Play Yendrik only so you can ignore game mechanics? I mean, your Yendrik was tricky too when we were sparring, honestly. Just because you can't really defend against him, you have to attack first. You have to get in his face and cut him. Yeah, so your Yandrik's actually really good. People should watch out for that. He doesn't traditionally play Yandrik, but you know, so Oak's not here. Did I ping him? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so hopefully he's around. Yeah, that's true. Vinard is a very aggressive player, and he likes characters that are zippy with their footwork like Laszlo. And Yendrik, I think, is a little bit faster on the footwork, or around equal speed. So yeah, Yendrik's definitely a good pick for Vinard. Isabella's a good pick for him too, actually, as we saw that aggression. Perhaps Laszlo was a mistake too. That's the other thing, though, is I think going on in that match. I'm also not as warmed up. I keep saying that. I know I'm a broken record at this point, but you guys have probably noticed I don't. I used to like play 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour sessions on the server, but I don't do that anymore. So, but I still seem to be solid. So, Oak is not here. I'm gonna move on, I think. So sorry about that, Kami. I know you were excited for a fight, especially against someone like Oak, but we're gonna move on to Toasted and Maestro and see if um, Toasted is here. I know Maestro's here. Maestro did say he might be late, but it turns out he isn't, so that's good. So here's the link, guys. Link should still work, but yeah, so it was kind of redundant to send another one, but oh well. That's just habit. Yeah, and Vinard's connection was solid too, from what I can tell, so that's good. We got it sorted out. It was something on Vinard's end, as far as I could tell. It was a bit odd because his speed was fine, as far as I could tell, and his ping was fine considering where he is. But I guess just an adjustment on his end was all that was needed. Something was causing his connection to be unstable, or he was just having a rough moment, you know? Because sometimes the internet's not like perfect 100% of the time, right? There's many factors, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm glad that got sorted out. We're waiting for Toasted and Maestro to show up. I see Maestro in the chat. Yeah, awesome. Here he is. Toasted has not said anything. I think we'll give him a few more minutes. That's kind of a shame. We got two people who haven't shown up. Two active members in the when it comes to tournaments, especially. So yeah, it's not the first time Toasted has not shown up too. So that's really a shame. He's always a fun opponent to fight against because he loves this really calm before the storm style. You never know when he's going to attack, but when he does attack, it's absolutely devastating. Even if you try to turtle up. In fact, turtling up is probably the worst thing you can do against him because then he's free to choose when he wants to engage. He's free to engage at his leisure, and especially against Zera, if you defend too much, you're just in trouble. You have to attack, whether it's counterattacking or making something happen yourself. So Maestro's here, Toasted still hasn't shown up. I think we'll just move on. We'll see if he's here later. And again, sorry about that, Maestro. We got Wrath against Luck, though. I'm pretty sure both of these guys are here. Yeah, I see Luck is online. Wrath is online too. Perfect. Good to see Wrath here. Good to see Luck here as well. Luck's a newer player. Had some good performances though, and honestly, these round robins are a good way to sharpen your skills. So if there's a tournament you should attend, this is definitely one of them. I think USFC is also another one that I recommend to newer players. Even all tournaments for that matter. I mean, you can't really go wrong, but if you want a tournament for like developing your skills instead of being defeated right away, these are obviously really good formats for that. So we got Luck and Wrath in here. Luck will be on the left side and Wrath will be on the right side. Just gonna deal with your names. Wrath should have keyboard. So I'm pretty sure he needs that. Alright. Let's go. Got a heart in the chat from USFC. Yeah, it's funny that Vinard's name is literally USFC. It's a good name for the channel because that's basically what he's devoted it to. Good to see I got the endorsement. There's possibly a problem. Let me just let him know. It's possible he's not listening. All right. Yeah, guys, make sure you go into the commentators chat when you're fighting at the very least. It's not required, but it's ideal so that we can communicate better. Unless Luck needs keyboard too. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Oh no, Luck just left. It didn't. Controller problem. Okay, he's got a controller. That's good to know. Yeah, there he is. Oh, you know what it is? It's I know what it is. I keep forgetting about it, but it's the Steam issue. It's where you use Steam and then you try Parsec and it doesn't work, or you try using them together. Somehow Steam overrides Parsec. And yeah, Vinard was still in Steam too. That doesn't help. I should have kicked him out, but oh well. I would like to use them both together, but unfortunately that's just not possible. So we're gonna try again. Little bit of a slow start to the tourney, but very soon we'll know who's here and who's not. And from there, it'll be really smooth. Luck is in. Wrath, you should be able to take the right side unless you don't have keyboard control. I don't know what's going on. Vinu the Doge face. Computer froze. That's unfortunate. Always some technical problems. A few more than we usually get, but that happens. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Raph. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we get that sorted out. Nothing more infuriating than that. Not even a connection problem, just your computer straight up crapping out. Yeah, I know. So many technical problems, hey? But, we'll get them sorted out. It's not a problem. I'm gonna be done the first round after this, actually. Assuming that is that Oak and Maestro don't show up. Alright, sorry, not Maestro, Toasted. Maestro's here. Oh, by the way, Luck, you should stay in after this match because you actually get a second one against Maestro. Maestro's definitely able to connect, so that'll be smooth. And I get to fight Kami, and we'll see if how that goes. And Oak is fighting Toasted Bread. So what I'm thinking here is by round 2, if neither of them are here, we might disqualify them because they haven't said anything. So it's always the policy I have usually. Like if you don't say anything, um, you'll get disqualified if you don't show up after a bit. But if you do, that's a different story. If you say you're going to be late or what have you. Alright, but Luck's definitely here. By the way, did any of you guys try that Blade Song game that I've been talking about? The one where you make swords? Curious what you guys think about it. I sort of ran out of ideas that would be practicable. I mean, I could have made a bunch of more long swords, but I wanted to make different kinds instead of just doing multiple variations of a long sword, so sabers are a bit difficult, at least if you want to do a knuckle bow and whatnot. But you can do like the basic shamshir or a killage or something. Those are pretty easy to do. I did kind of a mix between a Tulwar and a killage because I realized I couldn't make a Tulwar, so that was a fun build. The one I'm most proud of is probably the Kaskar though, alongside the longsword I made. Now this thing here gave it a mirror polish as well, and it's got a basic crossguard and a little cap pommel there, disc cap thingy, and it's a design of sword that's mostly designed for cutting, actually, not thrusting. So I wish the tip was a bit more pointy, but I was struggling to get that to work. It's a bit of a challenge, some of the systems, so. But it can still stab. It's just not optimized for it. As long as it's a cutter, that's the most important thing. Anyway, I don't think Wrath has tried to join as I was talking, so I think we'll give Wrath some time to deal with it, I guess. Or no, I see him typing. We can wait, by the way, Wrath. There's no rush or anything. It's not like you're holding us up, I'll just wait and see what Wrath has to say. And we'll go from there. Oh, and also you can make katanas in that Blade Song game too, the tech demo. So that's nice. Kerosene actually made some really nice swords. He posted some of them on the Discord, including a Nagamaki and a katana. So Discord taking a while to load my PC, but no more freezing at least. Okay, we'll come back to you, I think. Oh, whoops, I kicked Luck. That was completely unnecessary because we're fighting Maestro next. Oh well. Because here's the thing, Luck and Maestro are here, and their connections are working. So yeah, I kind of kicked Luck on impulse there. Promise I don't hate you, my friend. Let's go. Let's get you fighting Maestro. Try web Discord runs faster than client. Does it? I've heard the opposite, honestly, but I honestly wouldn't know though. I always use the. Yes, I did that, Luck. My bad. Okay, Maestro, you will get the left, Wrath will get the right. And I think what we'll do is we'll come back to Wrath's fight. Wrath has 2 fights coming up, actually, so that's good. Alright. Alright, let's... Wishing for a good fight, guys. Maestro is a veteran of the server, a grandmaster, a very experienced fighter, and he's going up against someone who's not as experienced, but Luck has surprised us before. He might get lucky this time, you never know. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. So we'll see. More than anything, I hope this is a learning experience too, as well as a fun experience, you know? Alright, Luck going with an advanced combo there, but that's really good for pushing the offensive. Unfortunately, his retreat cut was not powerful enough, and Maestro just carried on through. I think we saw an FPS drop in the game. That was kind of a shame. Because if there was some lag on your guys' end, I got it too. So that was an FPS drop, not an internet thing. That's a double. Maestro up a flag, but Luck is putting up a fight so far. Not making it easy. He's throwing a bunch of lunges. He's trying to harass Maestro. Maestro's quite experienced, though. He might not fall for all these tricks. And that was a long guard by Luck, but Maestro punished it immediately. Long guard's a good stance, but the problem with it is you're not very good at blocking cuts when you do it. You're only good at blocking thrusts and launching them. Some cutting attacks, too, actually. Yazik has some good cuts from long guard. And that was a good double. Yeah, Luck, I called him Duck. Luck is trying to get some retreat cuts in there. Then he rushes in, but he basically ran into the point, unfortunately, so the timing was a bit off. That or Maestro's timing was on point. That could also be. Wow, nice parry by Maestro off the dash. And Luck is getting all these small hits on the leg, and there was a hit to the thigh there too, but unfortunately, nothing substantial so far. The only substantial hits have resulted in doubles. That's Luck's chance, unfortunately, a bit too far. There's a double. Or sorry, trade. Nobody's died yet. Luck got tired, curiously. I think it was from the trade. Maestro low guard. Combination, but Luck backs off. Good parry riposte by Luck, but he doesn't quite follow it up. There's no kill. And Maestro trying something fancy there, but he pays for it. Good kill by Luck. Maestro may be a bit overconfident. I haven't seen that combo a whole bunch. It's a good one sometimes, but it's really advanced and difficult to land. And Maestro just disemboweling him there with the scrape thrust. Unfortunately, once the blade touches you, there's nothing you can do anymore, so Luck's gonna have to navigate that. That's a tough thing that people have to deal with now. Snap cut, and then there's another cut. That's something people often don't realize about Isabella is that that snap cut is actually faster than I think all the saber swings in the game, if not most of them. That's one of the advantages of longsword. Actually, it's not crushing power; it's the fact that it can move so fast and it can combo so fast. So, good effort by Luck. Maestro is a really tough opponent, and Maestro is making good use of all of Isabella's tools. So, all right, Wrath has 2 fights coming up since we skipped. Let's get Wrath back in here. Luck, obviously stay in. We're just gonna kick Maestro. Alright, Wrath, let's see if it's working now. I know his Discord is running slow, so the response might be a bit delayed, but hopefully he's around. Yeah, check out those pole axes, guys. That's really cool. Kind of excited for the Toll War. I mean, obviously I'm not going to use that in competition because that's not allowed, but still fun to have a model like that in the game for sure. Yeah, so Wrath's in. Awesome. Luck, you will get the left side this time. And Luck has a more even fight, I would say. Wrath is actually really experienced though. It's not an easy fight, but Wrath does have a bit less experience, so the chances might be higher. But Wrath always challenges the best. He's been a good Samuel player, a good Yendrick player, in fact. Interestingly enough. Yeah, so Luck will get the left, Wrath will get the right. Yazuk by Luck. Sabers are a good counter against Yendrick, but Wrath might also pick Samuel. He does. And he goes with the skin. I respect that. So we're going to have a saber fight. That'll be really cool to watch. And by the way, Wrath, it's actually your turn to stay in now because we skipped your fight. So you're going to have to fight twice as well. Hopefully I remember to not kick you. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of advanced combos by Luck. I really like what he's trying to do. There's a rush by Wrath, getting a bit impatient. Exchange. There's a trade. Wrath is tired, but Luck is too. Big cut by Wrath, and Wrath gets away with it, actually. Luck might have been a little bit impatient on the riposte, perhaps. I thought he got a hit, though. A really slight one. So I still agree with the outcome, but I'm surprised it didn't draw blood. There's a good cut, though. Very good cut to the belly. Now Wrath's guts are all over the floor. Nicely done by Luck. Thrust attempt by Wrath, but it's risky with Samuel. His thrusting game, honestly, is not very good. It's more of a setup move than anything. It's such a big motion. Wow, crazy exchange, and actually Luck gets the better end of it. Yazik's faster, I would say. Samuel has reach, so that's the 2 main advantages, and Samuel has a better guard as well. As far as damage, I think they're similar. Yazik has more HP. They're pretty well matched, I would say. Certainly with the recent updates. Some attacks by Luck, and Luck hits the leg. Nicely done by Luck. He was just close enough to hit Samuel there. And Samuel did try the leg void, but it was late. I think he provoked a leg void, then he went for the leg afterwards, and that's a really good way to hit the leg. So well done by Luck there, and Wrath with a kill. Yeah, there it is, the leg void again. That's kind of the danger of the lunges. You can get punished with that, and that's a double. Very well matched, these fighters so far. Very good performance by Luck, but I almost called Wrath Samuel. Wrath is doing a good job too. Another exchange, but they end up hitting each other. They both see a kill shot is what is happening. They parry riposte and then they see a kill shot, so they both go for it at the same time. It's cool to watch, and it's something even pros do plenty of times. A nice cut by Wrath. He actually went with a slower cut, but the beauty of that cut is that the timing is different, so that it might throw the opponent off, and it hits really hard. So I like what Wrath did there, and that's a snap cut. Samuel can really vary the type of cuts that he does. He can do those really big cuts. He can do snap cuts. He can do something in between, too. Very versatile Saber character. Yazik is too, to be fair. And that was a good leg cut. Catching Wrath before he could defend properly. And there's another cut. Wrath, thankfully, for Luck, does not get the double. Could not generate enough power. Very even fight. And now they're both being a bit cautious. I mean, only 2 flags, right? Sorry guys, hang on. There we are. My stupid phone. Alright, as I was ending that call there, Luck got it, so good job. Very good fight, guys. Some patriotic French music as Luck gets the win. I love it. Oh, man. That's quite a tune to win to. That's a French Foreign Legion march is what I have for my ringtone, and I really like it, so. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Maestro. Anyway, apologies for the sudden French music, but yeah, that was really funny timing, I think. Um, so yeah, let's get Vinard in here. Unfortunately, Wrath, actually, I do have to kick you out, and that's because we're gonna use Steam now. So please hold, I'm gonna get you guys some links. Alright, Wrath. And I apologize to the fighters, too, that might have interrupted your rhythm a bit. If you're listening to me. That was good winning music. Yeah, no problem, man. Oh, sorry to hear that, Dunk. You're in school, so you can't play. Yeah, I can't, it's just the best time that works for everybody, or most people, so that's why I'm doing it at this time, but I totally get it. That's a little annoying when you're at university, school, whatever, and you just can't play because of that. So, all right, we got Vinard in here. I'm waiting for Wrath though. Let me just take care of something really quick, and I'll be right back. Feel free to join, of course. You can still click the link. We still don't have Wrath in here. Hopefully he didn't have another computer freeze or something. I'll give you another link. It's possible that link didn't work. Another freeze. Crap, man. At least I assume it didn't freeze during the fight, right? Yeah, sorry, Vinard. I think we're gonna skip this fight again. We'll come back though. I'm gonna have to restart the game again because of how Steam is, but oh well. Um, Still nothing from Oak and Toasted. I'm gonna ping them in competition talks and see if they show up. But no, yeah, I'm not gonna give them a link though. I'm just gonna ping them. Hopefully they show up. I kicked you, Vinard. That's why. Yeah. So what do they have in Brazil? Is it those Is it the capybaras chewing on your wires? Okay, so Oaks finally showed up. That's good. I'm still gonna carry on with my fight against Tommy because Toasted is not here. We'll go back to your first fight. Alright, let me make sure I restart the game. Little awkward, but I don't mind. I want Vinner to have the best possible experience, so... Oh yeah, so I'll have to deal with the names too. Yeah, please hold. Okay. Just, yeah, I get the left side, Kami will get the right. If I can spell my name. Alright, good luck, Kami. Oak is here, by the way, so you should actually stay in, because we're gonna have you fight Oak after this. And we'll get back to Wrath, too. Don't worry, Wrath. Yeah, so go ahead, Kami. Oh, he took the right side somehow. That's a weird bug. It's not his fault. Or sorry, no, he took the right side. That's fine, but I somehow took the right side. It was weird. Anyway. Yeah, all good, man. Just pick your character. We're good to go now. Laszlo, okay. Alright, good luck. I was trying to go for style points and grapple you at the end, but you stopped it, so good job. Okay, Oak, you can join now, I believe. Yes, you can. We're gonna do your fight. And we'll come back to Wrath and Vineyard after that. I just want to do the 2 Parsec fights right away. Alright, Kami, you're gonna get the left side. Oak will get the right. I'm just gonna deal with the names quickly. And Oak should have keyboard by default. I should do that with Wrath as well, actually, at some point, but because there's a cool little feature where you can do that. Alright, Kami on the left, Oak on the right. Alright, I'll let him know. Let's try that again. Kami on the left, Oak on the right. Let's see who they pick. They're both gonna go with Laszlo. I'm really excited to see that. Oh, never mind. Kami has, okay, he had second thoughts briefly, but he's going back to Laszlo. Got a ping. Let me just check that quickly. Oh, it's just matchmaking. Okay. Alright, good luck. Getting really close to each other. Yeah, Oak's just getting in there and punching him. There's a can opener thrust by Kami, and Kami throwing some other cuts. Oak goes on the attack. Oak is tired. He somehow blocks the swing because his blade just happened to be in the right spot. A nice sidestep by Kami, actually. Kami's pretty good with Laszlo, I gotta say. I mean, he did really well against me in the opening there. I thought I could sort of just walk in and kill him in the exchanges, but it's not that easy. He's a tough opponent. I had to readjust. But that's a kill for Oak. If Kami wins this, that's a really impressive showing, I would say, because Oak is the Laszlo master on the server, I think. And I think he's the undisputed master of Laszlo. I'm not sure anyone really comes close. That was a trade, but a trade that benefited Oak. It was a pretty nasty cut by Kami, but it just wasn't enough to kill. And Oak going on the offensive, Kami getting a bit impatient, but interesting double. Interesting double indeed. Oh, Oak doing a feint there. That was interesting. And there's a cut by Kami, another precise cut by Kami. 2 cuts. Nicely done. Debatable. Yeah, Koala saying he's better with Laszlo. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see you try fighting Oak with Laszlo, actually. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, of course. Yeah, even fight, though. Kami with a good block. He's patient. Oak is actually playing really aggressively. Kami goes with the can opener thrust, but he recovers with the retreat X. That was very close. Oak thought he had an opening, but Kami knew immediately what move to use to prevent that. And to be honest, I would have made that same mistake too. That's a very easy mistake to make. And that's a really precise lunge by Oak, getting immediately past the auto guard. Then that's how you attack, guys. Like, you do stuff like that, and it's surprising how easy you can get past sometimes. Oak showing his mastery of Laszlo, but I honestly think Kami has shown some mastery too in this match, certainly. He's doing a very good job. It's 1 for 1. Anybody's game. I don't think anybody has looked. Oh my goodness, there's the Vineyard there by Kami. Nicely done. A parry with the cut and an attack at the same time. So Kami needs one more. Yeah, good variety of moves by Kami, and then Oak with that same retreat cut. Nicely done. We're seeing basically all the tools of Laszlo at play here, except for the main long guard thrust, which is understandable. We might see that here now that I mentioned it. Oh, there's a double. Oak thought he had it there. That was a good cut, but Kami was quick enough to reply right back. Very intense fight for both of them. Especially, oh, we see a thrust. There you go. I kind of predicted it a little bit. No kill. That's the danger, though. But doesn't always kill. But that was a very good hit. There's the can opener thrust. No kill. Kami a bit impatient. That's unfortunate. Kami probably thought he had it. Those were two really good hits, but he really wanted that kill and was perhaps a bit impatient. There's a double hit. No kill. Good cut to the thigh, making Oak slow. Oh, and Oak just goes for it. Very good fight, guys, but Oak barely managed to win that one. It looked like it was Kami's though for a good moment in that final round though. So very good fight. All right, hopefully Wrath is able to play now. I did not score my own fight. Yes, I won against Kami. All right, and I think after this fight, if Toasted is not here, we'll just disqualify him, unfortunately. That's just how we gotta do things at this point. All right, so we're gonna switch to Steam now. Yeah, that was a very good fight, guys. Of course, Vineyard really loves seeing Laszlo, as he should. Laszlo was his main, after all. All right. Wrath and Vineyard. I'll get you your links. That's your link, Wrath. Hopefully everything's gonna work now. And Vineyard, there you are. All right. Okay, I think I saw Vineyard coming in. Yes, I did. We're waiting for Wrath still. Probably having some issues, though. I hope he doesn't have to forfeit or anything. And I think after round 4, just like we did last time, I believe, we will take a short break, just 5 minutes. And we'll go from there. Fortunately, it's looking like I'll get a free win against Toasted again, and everybody will, in fact. That's really a shame. Okay, Wrath is typing, possibly having some problems. Discord probably running very slowly for him. But Vineyard, you do have the link, so feel free to join. Should be the second link, I believe. What? I heard a sound as if somebody disconnected, but nobody was connected to my knowledge. That's a bit odd. It froze again. Maybe that was Wrath. Maybe he like joined, and then the second he joined, it froze. That would make sense. Really sorry to hear that, Wrath. It's up to you if you want to continue, because it looks like this is gonna keep happening. Vineyard here, trying to connect, having the same issues he usually does, but that's nothing new. Okay, Vineyard is in, I believe, yes. I might have to kick you right back out, though, Vineyard, unfortunately. You'll forfeit? Alright, I understand, man. Yeah, I totally understand. That's extremely frustrating to deal with, and it looks like whatever you're trying is not quite working. So, Vineyard, you get a free win, and as does everybody else. I I won't. Oh yeah, Wrath lost his other fight too. So there you go. And Oak, since you showed up, you're gonna get a win against Toasted, as well everybody else. Very unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Let me just deal with those matches really quickly, so I don't have to manually do them later on. Okay, so Maestro, you get a win here. If I make a mistake somewhere, let me know. That can happen. It has happened before. Lock. Alright. Oak gets a win against Wrath. It doesn't affect anyone's chances of winning, of course. It just means you get another. Everyone gets another, like 2 points. Is all it means. So the tourney's going to be much shorter than what we anticipated as a result of this. One, two. I guess here it's just neither one of them get a win. I guess I'll give them a tie. I don't know. And I think we're good. Yes, we are. Alright. Let's have a look at the next match then. Yes, we got Luck against Oak. Oak is paying attention. Good on you. Paying better attention than I am. And you're gonna fight Luck. And after that, Vineyard will fight Kami. I'm gonna have to restart the game again, but it shouldn't take long. So Luck, you're actually back in. And in the meantime, I'll restart the game and get the names sorted out. Luck will get the left side, of course. For those who are maybe a bit unclear on how you decide that, it's just based on whether you're on top or not, because challenge randomizes that. So, all right, perfect. Gonna open up the game again. All right, so now that the people who have either failed to show up or have had catastrophic issues have been weeded out, this should go much quicker. I think it's been going reasonably at this point, though. Yeah, it's only been an hour. That's not bad. 6-person round robin is always very quick. Luck, you'll get the left. Oak on the right. Awesome. Okay, there's a bit of a trade there, but luck got the better end of that one. You could say he was lucky. Nah. Obviously, there's a bit of that, of course, but I'm just joking. There's a double. Luck really likes that lunge attack. It's a good way of initiating. It can be a little risky, but I like that he's mixing it up. He's being unpredictable. But I'm sure Oak has seen those sorts of moves before, so we'll see how this turns out. Good lunge attempt. Good exchange of blades. No hits though. They're both staying just out of range. As I say that, actually, Oak with a retreat cut as luck comes in. Oak expected a reply, so he skillfully threw that retreat cut to cut off the hand, and there's another combination by Oak. Expert Lasbo play. He's, as I said, a very good Lasbo player. That was a good snipe by Luck. Very good distance management. There's a lunge, and then there's a cut. Lasbo being very durable today. You don't usually see that from him. Very nice exchange, and what happened there was Oak cut, and then it was blocked, and then Luck carried on forward with two cuts, seeing that he had momentum, so that was very well done. And Oak was sort of stuck defending. Another series of cuts by Luck. Luck is pretty tough opponent, especially now that he's warmed up. Some low cuts, and then he finishes with a downward cut. And I think Oak expected only two cuts. He didn't expect a third cut. These combos are working really well for Luck. And you can see how Luck really likes throwing them. It's a good way to overwhelm defense, but it's also a good way to trick your opponent into doing riposte. And there, Luck just throws a cut out there at perfect range and lands a hit to the arm as Oak was trying to sidestep. Luck needs one more. Lunge attempt, slicing the belly open, and then there's a cut down through the shoulder into the chest. Nicely done by Luck there. That was really beautiful. Beautiful sequence, and good effort by Oak as well. Luck is really skilled now, I would say. He's doing really consistently well now that he's had a chance to fight people. You don't see a lot of novices throw a lot of combos like that, so there's something to that as well, I think. Oak maybe not expecting a lot of those attacks, but very well played by Luck. Now we've got Vineyard against Kami. So hopefully this time you actually get to stick around, Vineyard. Yeah, everything should go really smoothly, and we're already almost done round 3 and round 4 because 2 of the fights have already concluded thanks to the dropout. So, like I said though, after round 4, I will still take a break. It doesn't hurt. It's gonna be a 5-minute break. So, all right, there you go, Vineyard. Now let's get Kami in here. I know some of you guys don't like Steam, but it's unplayable for Vineyard otherwise, so. A little smirk there, I like it. Yeah, that was a very good performance. You should be happy with that, man. Okay, Vineyard's in, Kami's in. Let me just deal with the names. Vineyard, you're gonna be on the left. Kami, you're gonna be on the right. Okay. Alright, good luck, guys. I expect a really good saber fight from these two. Vineyard might switch to Yandrik, actually, though. That's also a play. Yes, I think he wants to do that. Against Lasbo, that's a brave pick, but Vineyard has warmed up with Yandrik, so If he plays it right, you know, he can certainly win. Laszlo's trademark 1-2 combo is a bit slower, so that is worth noting too. It's still, I think, just as dangerous as it used to be, but not quite as strong as it used to be, a bit more reasonable. Vineyard going on the aggression. He got a good kill there because Kami was trying to catch the axe. When you're fighting Yandrik, you're almost playing a different game because that axe is just so difficult to block. You have to find a way to close in. If you try fighting him at his range, he's gonna pick you apart. And Vineyard is actually pretty good if Yandrik. And that was almost a hit. Good attempt by Vineyard. But Kami managing to close in. I tend to think Laszlo has the advantage because he's faster, but Vineyard's aggression is just catching Kami completely off guard. But they're both very good at hitting each other, so it's an interesting matchup either way. Vineyard is trying to hook the sword, I think. I don't think he was so much trying to hit him there. He didn't get the hook, but he followed up his swing with a hit. And then there's an chop there by Vineyard. And Laszlo is just totally open to that one. Kami has to use his footwork to avoid that one. Unfortunately, the combo chain from Yandrik is very hard to deal with, and Vineyard gets a very convincing victory. Alright, good fight, guys. Yandrik's aggression is very hard to deal with in skilled hands. He's a very technical character who's hard to use, but Vineyard has my respect for making him work that well. Alright, I'm going to kick both of you. And we're going to restart again, but I will send the link to Luck here, because I'm fighting Luck again. Luck's in here again. He's a tough opponent, man. But what you gotta do is you gotta be aggressive. You gotta get in his face more. Make use of your speed advantage. That said, Yandrik's not slow by any stretch, but Laszlo does have a speed advantage. You gotta make use of that. And your ability to fight in the pocket. But yeah, it's definitely like fighting a different... It's like playing a different game for sure, so I totally get it. Alright, I'm gonna get the left side, Luck will get the right side. Let me deal with the names quickly. I saw Luck's performance earlier, so I'm not gonna underestimate him at all. Definitely hoping he'll get a good performance this tourney, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna just hand the win to him. Vineyard's style with Yandrik really reminds me of Zero Nulls, so... And it's a really effective, aggressive style that he uses. But he also knows how to retreat when you think you're able to close in. He knows how to snipe you. Gotham chest notification. Alright, good luck, my friend. Like, I was worried. Because I had the wind set up, but then I was worried I was going to start throwing it, but managed to stop you. But that was a damn good fight. And I expected nothing less from your performance so far, from what I saw. So, Maestro, you gotta fight Vinard now. Alright. So I'm gonna kick luck out here. Yeah, GG's, man. Alright, let's get the links out. Gonna start with Vinard. And then Maestro. Yeah, man, that was a really good comeback there. It unfortunately didn't lead to a win, but you came close. Oh, I forgot to edit this one. Oh yeah, no, they're tied. That's why. Okay, never mind. It just confused me because I didn't see the orange there, which usually indicates the match has concluded. But in that case, I gave them a tie, so that should be fine. I'll just sort it out if it needs to be. And after this, like I said, we'll take a break, but only a 5-minute break. It won't be long. I just need to get some water and stuff. Awesome, Maestro's here. Maestro, you get the left. Vinard will get the right. Speaking of grudge matches, I was talking about that earlier, how these two should have a USFC grudge match. So, um, this could be a little preliminary to that. Little bit of beef between these two. Feels like I haven't seen Maestro fight yet. Yeah, Maestro going with Isabella. It just somehow feels like I haven't seen Maestro fight yet. But I think it's because he was unfortunate enough to be paired against the two no-shows. He definitely has, though. Or actually, this might be his first one. If that's the case, yeah. Crazy. But yeah, there's a kill for Maestro. Maestro's been waiting. Isabella's a pretty good counter against Yendrick, but I think Yendrick can counter her pretty well in turn. There's a trade. Isabella has more blade to work with. That's her main advantage. Yendrick's arguably better on offense, but that's only if you distance yourself properly. Isabella definitely has some good offensive tools too. And Maestro might not have a whole lot of experience fighting against Yendrick unless he's sparred with his brother a bunch. So there is that too. Last second double by Vinard. Good thrust by Maestro, but he just didn't cover his head because he was stabbing. Attacks by Vinard out of range though. That was a good attempt. And Vinard's got a very aggressive style against Maestro's more counter-striking style. And that was a good leg cut attempt as Maestro tried to retreat. Parry with the shaft. Good active parrying by Vinard. I do have some suggestions for Maestro, but I don't want to influence the fight. Good hit by Maestro. I can't really say much for Vinard, so... Okay, Vinard's tired. High guard cut by Maestro. Highly telegraphed, but that doesn't matter. Vinard was completely powerless, because when Yendrick's tired, there's just nothing he can do. And I think Maestro's figured something out here with that high guard cut. He's playing the distance management game, but Vinard's sudden attack with that A cut is just brutal. That's something he seems to have mastered, actually. I'm not sure when he mastered it, but he has the distance on that down. And again, with the retreat X chop there, Maestro probably thought he was safe, but he wasn't. Very close fight here. Vinard could take it. High guard by Vinard. Telling Maestro that he's got a high guard too, but unfortunately he got the spacing completely wrong in that attack. Possibly the wrong attack too. That attack didn't look quite optimal for what he was trying to do. Oh, that was dangerously close to Maestro's head. It might have even hit his head. I'll have a look. The stream's a little bit delayed. But anyway, we see a bunch of attacks by Vinard, upward cut by Maestro. Vinard's tired. Maestro afraid to move in. That cut might have, I looked back by the way, that cut might have grazed Maestro's head a bit, but I think it's reasonable that it wouldn't kill. It would just hurt a whole lot. It's really hard to tell. I'd have to slow that down. Yeah, Maestro ended up getting it because Vinard got tired. He was a little hesitant to engage, but... And I don't really blame him because if he recovers, then that could be a problem, but... Unfortunately, when Yendrick's tired, there's just not a whole lot he can do. He's completely powerless even if he does hit you. So, that's a little character quirk. You could argue he should be a bit like Zera, where he can wind up a huge swing that might do some damage, but it is what it is. So, we'll take that break now. I'll be back soon in 5 minutes. Just get some coffee, get some water, go to the bathroom, do stuff like that. Won't be long. All right, welcome back, guys. We'll give everyone a chance to come back in. I already restarted the game ahead of time, so we're good to go there. Let's just have a look at the standings real quick. So Maestro is in a really good spot. He just has some fights to do. 3 wins, 0 losses. And of course, I'm ahead at number 1. I haven't lost yet. Oak's in a good spot too. Only 1 loss. You never know what could happen with that. And a lot of people with 3 wins, interestingly enough. So a lot of us are pretty close. So as far as like which place you're gonna be, it's still quite a bit like up in the air for sure. Obviously, Toasted and Wrath, they don't have a shot because they forfeited. So, oh, okay, I did not score this fight. This might be part of what's going on. I was a little confused by that. Yeah, I didn't score your fight, Maestro against Toasted. So that's my bad. But that gives you 1 win. Now that makes more sense because now you got two fights to do here, and a fight against Oak. So that'll bring you right alongside my score. So my fight against you in round 6 is going to be really decisive as to who wins this tournament. And I think this fight against Oak, and in my fight against Oak, and indeed Vinard's fight against Oak for that matter, will also be quite important because Oak is uh, he's in 3rd place after all, right? So Oak's also in a pretty good spot to get a good performance. So let's get you both in here. Oak can just join. I'll still ping you guys anyway. Oh, there you go. Oak's joining anyway. Alright, fantastic. Let me check the names, see who's in what side. Alright, Meister will get the left side, Oak will get the right side. These are 2 veterans. So, I expect a really intense back and forth fight from these two. Especially given the characters they like playing. Maestro cakes in, awesome. So, Maestro on the left, Oak on the right. And just go ahead when you're ready. Laszlo, as I expected, and Isabella, Maestro going back with Isabella. I think that's a good choice on his part. I know, of course, Isabella has some controversial changes to her, but, I always say just play who you want. That's really the important thing. Play the character you have the most fun with, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Good snap cut by Maestro. Again, showing us how fast Isabella is. This has nothing to do with her recent changes, by the way, so. Got into thrust by Maestro, then high guard cut. Maestro's very good at this pressure with Isabella. Oh, going with the... Wow, that was crazy reaction time by Maestro. Oak went with the can opener, and Maestro saw that, so he sidestepped and got an immediate counterattack. Maestro is really at the top of his game here. That is a highlight right there. I don't know about highlight match yet, but highlight for the reel for sure. If anyone can clip that's an amazing dodge by Maestro. So Maestro in a very good spot here. Snap cut. He's going for a thrust now. Very good job by Maestro. And he cuts right past the guard. Look at that. Maestro with the flawless win against Oak. I'm very surprised. He was in the perfect position to just bypass the guard. So that was a good attack by Maestro for sure. Laszlo sometimes struggles in defending against that longsword, so. Okay, we got luck against Kami now. That was a fantastic dodge. And if that was on purpose, especially, like, holy crap. Because that's exactly probably what you should do against that. You find a way to defeat it, or you get to the side of it. Because it's called a can opener for a reason. It gets past a lot of guards. I don't know if it's actually called that in the move list, though. It's just what we've called it. Youngkins was the one who started using that term. Anyway, Luck, you're on the left. Kami, you're on the right. This will be a pretty exciting fight, too, I think. Really similar experience levels. Alright, Luck, you're on the left. I'm just letting you know in chat as well. Just to make sure you get the message. Awesome. Is that an Isabella? That might have. Oh, never mind. He's not going. I thought the right player Kami was the one who picked. He might have been thinking about it though. I think he's played Isabella before. But yeah, we're going for Yazik against Laszlo, a matchup we're seeing quite a bit of lately, and it's a really intriguing one. Okay, Luck is spamming long guard. I think he's waiting to see if his opponent is ready, because Kami hasn't moved yet, and that's not like him at all. Um, Kami, are you able to move? Like, try long guarding, or are you just playing really defensive right now? I think he's playing defensive. Okay, you guys can fight. Feel free to pause the game though if it's really laggy or something. That way it's clear if you're doing a trick or something. Yeah. The issue, of course, is we can't really assume nothing's wrong if you're not saying anything and not moving because, you could have easily frozen or something, so, yeah. It is what it is. Speaking of wow, that was a really good kill by Kami, actually. But Luck is in the lead right now. Good advanced combos by both of them. Lunges, and then there's a trade of cuts. And Kami looks tired. He's able to dash away a bit, but he's definitely tired. Luck is too, though. You can see the blue outline. Luck has to be careful. Both low on stamina, both taking some damage. Kami with a good parry riposte, getting back in the game. Good fight by both so far. Good lunge and then a snap cut, but no kill. A lot of bleeding, though. Very good hits by Luck. Very nasty wound to that armpit, and you can see blood coming out of his lower belly, too. And that's an upward cut. Nice cut by Luck. Luck has a pretty dominant performance here. Nice slash to the leg and another cut to the leg. Nicely done by Luck, picking his opponent apart. Kami was trying to catch those cuts probably, but they got right past. Laszlo is sometimes tricky to defend with because of that opening. So very good job, guys, but Luck got a very dominant performance that time around. And now I get to fight Maestro. We're already, believe it or not, on to round 6. And these matches here, like Maestro and Oak and me, like these are all going to be really important matches. Alright, let's get Maestro in here. And Vinard, you're up against Oak after this, just FYI. And just to review the standings here, Maestro has the exact same amount of wins as me, so this is a very important match. No losses for either of us. Okay, Maestro is in. Who gets what side, though? Let me just check that. I get the left side, okay. Do you want a saber fight, Maestro? Is that what you're saying? Or do you want me to pick... Oh, you want me to pick Barabash? Okay. Um... Nah, I'll pick Alex, yeah. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm pretty good with Barabash, actually, but... I think you wanted me to pick Alex, though. That's what you were kind of implying. I think you were just moving side to side, I get the impression. Because you were gesturing towards Alex. That's the guy you always want me to play, too, so good luck, Maestro. And I'm so glad you got tired there. That was a crazy moment there where you were just throwing cut after cut after cut, and I was exchanging with you. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad I used Alexander there. Yeah, I figured he didn't mean bar. Man, that could have gone either way, man. I was reading those upward cuts. That's really what it came down to. You were doing a good job of trading with them in near the end of the fight there. So I had to find a way around them and to snipe you when you least expect it, like I did with the down forward Y. So good fight, Maestro. Doing a good job of countering my stabs too. I couldn't just walk forward and stab you. Had to engage you properly, because you were playing some very principled Hellish Court there. So yeah, I'm glad we got a really good saber fight. Those are always some of the best, I think, really. Vineyard, you're in. So if I can find the competition call, here we go. It's a little confusing because I have threads open, so it's a little hard to sometimes. I'm also just blind. That's really what it comes down to. But yeah. And Oak, you're also in. We're gonna use Steam, not Parsec, of course. And good luck to both of you. I'll be sure to give you a keyboard, by the way, Oak, because I know Steam's not gonna automatically give it to you. I wonder if Steam does have a setting for that, though. I don't think it does, because Steam is more made with controllers in mind, not so much keyboards. So then again, you could argue the same about Parsec as well. So yeah, so with that win, I think I've won the tournament because if I lose, and actually if I lose, I think that's still. Hang on, let me have a look at the standings, the updated standings. Yeah, so here's the thing: if I lose and Maestro wins, it'll still be 6-1, both of us, and I beat Maestro. So that was a very crucial fight for me to win, and I'm very glad I did. So I can kind of relax when I get to fight Oak now, and Oak's another tough opponent. So yeah, definitely somebody to be worried about. Uh, but yeah, whoever gets like second or third, stuff like that, I believe that's still up in the air from what I saw. So plenty to play for, guys. Give it your best. We're here to have fun more than anything. So let's go. Thanks, Vineyard, by the way. You've been terrible with Yazik lately. I think you played him really well there. There might have been some hiccups though where I was able to pick you apart, but I feel like that's just Alexander's move being tricky there. And I'm really good at spacing it now. I definitely saw a good adjustment from you, and of course I was adjusting well as well. It was a good back and forth, but I managed to secure the late game. What the hell was that? Wow. So Vinard on the offense there, Oak was just desperately doing that retreat cut and spamming it because that was the only way he had of staying out of danger, but he couldn't do it forever. And unfortunately, he also did not land a hit with it. That was. Yeah, I'm watching it back here. Oak was like beating down the axe of his sword. That was kind of cool. But the problem was he wasn't landing hits. He was just hitting the shaft, so he was too far. Still very good reflexes by Oak. He knows how to stay safe. It's just he couldn't do it forever. He had to find a way around. He might have been a bit tired. Now Vinard's tired. Speaking of being tired, that's Oak's chance. He takes it. Upward slash, attempting to hit the arm. That's risky against the Yendrick, though. It was a really good attempt by Oak, nonetheless. It might have landed if Vinard didn't react properly to it. There's the can opener stab. That's a very good move, actually. And there's a trade. Laszlo does very well in those trades, though. You could argue that should be a double, but it's hard to say sometimes. Sometimes you just get lucky. That's how it is. They're both hard hitters, so it can go anyway. That was a very precise sidestep Y by Oak. And there's a kill for Vinard. Yeah, I understand. I feel that way sometimes too, Maestro. I really do. Like sometimes I'm like, I should not have picked Isabella. Sometimes or sometimes even that I shouldn't have picked Alex. It's like some days I just feel better with one of my other mains and not Alexander. So, but as we speak, this is a very back and forth. Yeah, it might be one title behind. Let's have a look at that. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Catching up for sure, whatever's happening. Good parry by Oak. He actually managed to parry that swing by Vinard, and he shot in, getting up close where Vinard's axe was ineffective, and he got the kill. That was a very good back and forth fight, though. Probably very stressful for both of them, actually. Vinard showing us that while Laszlo is considered a counter to Jendrik, it's not an easy fight in the hands of a good Jendrik player. Vinard, you're actually still fighting, so stay in. Because Toasted and Wrath aren't here, you're gonna fight Luck. So Luck, you're gonna get a Steam Link now. This is your final fight. Yeah, Isabella or Zara, though, might very well have been a better pick. I could see that for sure. You're a very good longsword player. And I'm not sure how much you've been practicing Saber, so that can definitely play a role too. I should practice more, though, to be honest. I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I'm doing. Because I haven't been hosting a whole lot, like just casual matches. I've been playing the tournaments, though, so I guess there's that. I suppose that's enough. Plus my just base knowledge of the game. Luck here with Ichigo, I like it. Alright, let's go. Wait, today's the 6th, so speaking of Bleach, like the new season for the new arc should be coming out, I think. So I know Vinard's into Bleach. That's obviously very exciting for Vinard too. All right, Vinard, you're gonna be on the left. Once today with Koala. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. And Luck will be on the right. Yeah, your skill of a character can definitely diminish pretty quickly if you don't practice them at all. So, or very little. I think I've been finding that with Laszlo a bit. I gotta practice him more if I want him to be a viable backup. But something just felt off when I picked Laszlo against Vinard. Or Vinard was just playing really well. That could also be. Because, yeah, Vinard's not been an easy opponent for anybody. Vinard's just an insane fighter. Really reminds me of Zero Null of how he's been playing right now. And there's a kill against Luck from Vinard, just YOLOing and throwing a cut. And he won the trade with the longsword. Upward cut by Vinard. He keeps up the combination, and unfortunately Luck's riposte was not very clean. Really loving Vinard's style, actually. He doesn't really respect the weapon sometimes, but it works. And it's a perfectly legitimate way of fighting. It's just very difficult, I think, for new players and veterans alike, actually, because you try to fence in a principled way, but Vinard disobeys the rules and sort of does whatever he wants, right? You gotta adapt to that, and that's a skill for even skilled players. But that was good patience by Luck catching that rush. Maybe Luck is gonna start figuring things out here. Vinard applying tons of pressure. That high guard cut is very dangerous. Some dashing and moving back. The Subutai shuffle, as people call it. And that was a good cut to defend against that attack by Luck. He beat the blade down a little bit with the saber and then got a kill. Good timing. Vinard going for a sidestep, but Luck knows he's in danger and backs away, focusing on guarding. Then there's a good hit to the leg. He tries to follow it up, but unfortunately Yazik's dash is kind of weird. It was a good move by Luck, I think. It's just that when Yazik rushes like that, he sort of twirls his sword for no reason. I don't know why he does it. I guess it's supposed to be a feint or something, but it doesn't really function as a feint in the game. So if there's one thing I would change with Yazik right now, that's probably the thing. It's a shame because Luck did everything right, I think. It's just a little quirk of the character that messed him up. Okay, Vinard was looking tired for a moment there, but Luck is being patient. As he should be. Vinard recovered pretty quickly from that. He should wait for Vinard to spend more stamina before he moves in. Like now. Oh, but... Oh, Luck's tired too. That's a shame. That's a shame. And Vinard did get a hit. Luck is still limping. Okay, he's not limping anymore. Neither of them are tired, but they're really low on stamina. They have to be careful. Vinard just going on the attack, but Luck capitalizes on Vinard being impatient. Very stressful fight for both of them. But good on Luck for being patient when he realized his stamina was giving out. That's exactly what you gotta do. Upward cuts by Luck there, a bit too far. Vinard with good defense too. Upward slashes by Vinard. Downward cut gets a hit. Vinard rushing in. Insane fight. Vinard's tired. I think Luck's tired too, though. That's why he's hesitating. Oh, man. And this is always an interesting scenario when you're both tired like this and you're both damaged. Vinard is just going to wait with higher. No, he moves forward. That opens his belly up, though, so that's a double. Fantastic fight so far, guys. Okay, Luck is sort of feeling him out now. He's got to figure something out here. A clean way to engage. Upward slash attempt. I think he hit with a second cut, but it wasn't a very good hit. Vinard's hit was very solid, though. And Vinard needs one more. Vinard's in a good spot. Upward slash. Maybe he should have done a downward slash. But I like what Luck is trying to do here. That's a trade, though. And that's a double. Man, I would not want to be in this fight. This is insanely stressful, especially for Luck. I mean, Vinard can kind of relax now, but earlier, man, it was crazy. There's another double. Maybe Vinard can't relax. I mean, Luck's putting up a fight. But man, when those doubles happen and you're still this far down, it's insanely stressful at times. High guard slash by Vinard. Luck backs away. There's 2 thrusts, 3 thrusts. Holy shit. Vinard just keeps stabbing, and unfortunately for Luck, he gets the point. Yeah, there's just nothing you can do when Isabella does that to you, unfortunately. So, but very good effort by Luck. Luck did not give up at any point in that fight. And there's these moments where they were having a staring contest because they were tired, so that was amazing to watch. Okay, Maestro against Kami. I'm gonna again have to restart the game, but I'll get you guys in the game. Alright. Yeah, triple beamed. Yeah. Crazy how fast you can stab now. Alright, Kami is in. Maestro Cake isn't quite in quite yet, though. I'll deal with the names, though. I almost tried to ping Maestro Cake in OBS. That was funny. You guys might have noticed that. Put the @ symbol in there, as if that's gonna do anything. Awesome, Maestro is in. And again, Maestro, you're on the left. And I get to fight Oak for the final fight, and I hope that's a really good one. I don't doubt that it will be. This one will be a good fight too, I'm sure. Kami's been doing really well. I don't think anybody's had a bad performance this tournament. Only bad in the sense that you might be like last place if you're unlucky enough to be there, but as far as fencing prowess, like everybody's put on a good show, and that's the beauty of this mode. So yeah, Meister on the left, Kami on the right. Kami is contemplating, thinking about Alexander perhaps. Interesting. Laszlo. Oh, maybe even Gideon. That's a brave pick. We'll see. All right, Laszlo. We haven't seen any Gideons here, unfortunately. Nor have we seen any Zeras, and we haven't seen Barabash, any of the Rapiers, or Kalkstein. It's been a very, I don't want to say cut-centric, because the longswords can stab really well, but it hasn't been a thrust-centric tournament, that's for sure. Good slash by Maestro. Maestro has just been doing amazing this tournament. Very precise cuts to the arm, or actually I should say the wrist. Maestro is very good at landing those, and Isabella is just a speed demon sometimes. And that's regardless of the recent changes. That's just the nature of the weapon she uses. That snap cut outspeeds, I think, anything that Laszlo can do, pretty much. It's just a matter of getting the range and the timing right. And that was a really quick thrust by Maestro, and he follows it up with a cut. And Kami has to figure something out here. He has tried making something happen by walking in, but it just hasn't worked. And there's a leg cut by Maestro. You don't see that work very often because of how risky that is, but Kami didn't throw a cut in time, so Maestro got a perfect hit. Combination, Kami doesn't quite capitalize, though. I think he's trying to be cautious, and unfortunately a stab finishes the fight. Laszlo has a lot of trouble defending that attack, but good effort, Kami. Maestro is just a really tough opponent, as you would have seen in my fight against him, too. Basically a near flawless performance. It's the only flaw was that he lost to me, really. All right, let's get Oak. Yeah, Oak's just gonna join. I'm not gonna bother pinging him. Yeah, it was a good tournament for you, man. You just got matched up against, one of the best fighters in the server. But keep at it, and you'll get better for sure. There's no question about that. Many people have come and gone, but if players stick to the game, we always see improvement. So, you might lose a bunch, but eventually you'll get there. All right, we're gonna have a saber fight, of course. Gonna stick with Alexander because Laszlo just has not been working well, and I don't feel confident using Laszlo. Oh, you did a snap cut. Yeah, it's so quick that it's hard to tell. Nice, nice. Okay, I'll focus on the fight now. I really shouldn't be looking at the chat. And with that, the tournament is over. And I got a flawless victory. Doesn't happen very often. Usually I lose one. If I do win, that is. I mean, Maestro's been a top contender every single time, too. So if I don't win, it's usually like Maestro wins or Peccola wins or something like that. Toasted Bread could have been a contender, too. It's just so unfortunate he didn't show up, but it is what it is. Maestro wanted to see how many titles I have, so let's have a look before we end the stream. Oh, hang on. I don't think I ended the tourney. Let's end the tournament first. Yeah. So that's 13, because I saw 12 there. It should update. It doesn't seem to be updating. Anyway, 12 or 13, one of those two. I'm pretty sure it's 13. I might be wrong. Oh, well. It's 12. I, for some reason, thought I had 13, but that doesn't matter. Either way, very fun tournament, guys. Um, some really good performances. Let's have a look at the standings, actually. Yeah, so Meister Cake second place. That's not surprising. And Luck, I mean, he wasn't kidding. He had a good performance here. He got third place. And Oak got fourth place. Vineyard got fifth place. All three of these people at 4 wins, 3 losses. But what happened was, of course, Luck defeated these two. And so he's at third place. And Kami, I mean, he got 2 wins. That's not an easy achievement. And sure, he lost 5 times, but you can see here how everybody has lost a bunch of times. So it was definitely up in the air as to what spot everybody would be in. And it was a contest between Maestro and I for first place. So thank you all for coming out. It's really good to see new players coming in, and it's good to see the old veterans coming in too. This community would not be what it is without all of you guys showing up and showing your support. We have our disagreements sometimes, but honestly, our community is amazing, and it's on us to keep it that way. So thank you. It was a really fun tournament, some really intense moments, and I'll see you guys next time.